And as the players take the court here, it looks like we're ready to go in this final, the 7th and 8th grade girls championship game. I always cite the fact that this is so exciting. Frank Beebe here, the referee, the head referee here, readying for tip-off. West Somerville girls versus Kennedy girls, the championship. You will see here a bunch of very good ball players, 13, 14-year-old girls who are, and I say this in all confidence, these are your future varsity players. West Somerville and Kennedy, girls, they comprise the majority, year in and year out, of the Somerville Pride program for a variety of reasons. It just seems that West Somerville Neighborhood School and Kennedy School, these two schools are where the ball players come out of, and that is why you see virtually every year, not every year, but most every year, you will see the West Somerville girls and the Kennedy School girls in this championship game every June. They all know each other, they're teammates, they're friends. The talent level for these two schools are very similar. Again, they're good ball players. I predict that this is probably going to be an extremely exciting championship game. I wouldn't be surprised if it went right down to the wire, if not into overtime. I would stay tuned. I would enjoy this game and just watch the future Lady Highlander program here at the Eugene Brune Fieldhouse here at Somerville High School. It is my pleasure, as well as Educational Channel 15, to bring you this broadcast. We have an excellent staff here at Educational Channel 15. Lenny Scaletta on one camera, Mr. Bill Trudell on the other camera. Joe Constantine is our director, and our executive in charge is Mr. Steve DiCarlo. These four guys, they do a great job, a lot of hard work, and it certainly makes my job easier, just kind of speaking throughout this broadcast and giving my opinions, and they do all the hard work, those four other guys, though. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. We have a 2-2 score. This game will be very competitive. Again, they know each other. They're friends from these two teams. But they want to win this game really badly. It's a very competitive league. If you go to any gym on a Tuesday and Thursday, because that's when the games are played, the league starts in April, runs throughout April, May, and June, culminating into this championship game. Every Tuesday and Thursday, you have a lot of competition in both the boys and the girls 7th and 8th grade league here. It's very exciting, and this is the goal, to make it to Somerville High School in the final in mid-June, the championship. Weston Kennedy girls, of course, they're both here again, and it is a pleasure. The Lady Highlander program over the last several years has been struggling. They've been trying to rebuild, and I think that this crop of youngsters here can potentially turn this program around and make Lady Highlander basketball legitimate again from a competitive standpoint. Elizabeth McEwen of Kennedy, a great little ball player, number 22 in orange. She is one to look for in the future. She's in 8th grade here, and she will be a Lady Highlander 1 year from now. She will be a volleyball player at Somerville High School 1 year from now. And she's just one of many who will hopefully, again, make Lady Highlander basketball competitive again. Nice play there. Again, a lot of talent on the floor. These girls can hit shots from both schools. I mean, they can run, they can shoot, they pass the ball well, they have an eye for the game, and that's something that as a coach you can't always teach. Sometimes these things come naturally, and this group of girls seem to have it, and I think it bodes well again for the future. We have a 4-4 game, and again, I predict this coming right down to the wire. It's so exciting. Great job there, number 12, finishing with the layup. And we have a foul on the floor, so Katie of West Somerville will gladly take that foul, draw that foul. And with the possession here, a nice piece of defensive work by KNDY. Obviously, again, KNDY wearing the orange jerseys and the teal blue worn by West Somerville. I call this championship game a war on the floor because, again, you have two teams with talent, and they're going to go back and forth all afternoon here, up and down the floor. And I think the score will stay close throughout. Six-4 lead for KNDY. They have possession. Trying to set things up here. Nice pass inside. Almost converting. Again, West Somerville doing a nice job defensively. Elizabeth McEwen with the shot there. And it looks like we have a foul on the floor. West will have possession. Katie driving. She drops it back. The shot. Oh, and how nice is that? A very sweet little floater right there. And again, this is something that you're seeing from these 7th and 8th grade girls. Just terrific play here so far. Back and forth. 6-6 is the score. Is West Somerville again. A nice piece of defensive work. Defending KNDY there. You can see the dribbling ability. Little switchback with the hands. And another nice shot here. Great job. 13. Les Larte, the coach of West, very happy with his team. His girls are doing a great job. 8-6 is the score, at least for the moment. West Somerville with the 2-point lead. So with the timeout, you'll see both teams here in deep discussion. Again, this is very competitive. They are here on a business trip, both teams. And you can see it on their faces, if you will, the intensity, the game face. And that really is nice to see. I think that we need to be teaching our young athletes at a young age to be competitive, to have that competitive edge, so that by the time they get ready to become athletes at the high school level, they have learned to have that sort of game face attitude, that competitive attitude, and it's vital to success in whatever athletic endeavor you're involved with. I think sometimes as a society we we tend to want to remove, if you will, the competitive nature of these activities from our young people, and I've always said that's a mistake, and I think this group is going to be very successful at the high school level. So we have a couple of free throws here for West Somerville. Frank Beebe here. I think he's just letting the girls know not to violate the paint there during a free throw. Watch your feet. Stay out of the paint while the shooter is taking her free throws. And you can see the foul being drawn here. Frank Beebe again. These officials, they do a great job managing these games. They have a tough job. Yet you have the players, again, who are very competitive. You have the coaches sort of chirping in their ears all game. And especially when you get to the championship game, you have to make sure that you can manage this well. And they do a great job managing this. And to their credit, this league is a success every year. And it's such a joy to, if you're an adult, it's a joy to watch these youngsters play and learn the game. And this mid-June to end the school year, this championship afternoon is always one to look forward to. On the break again, Kennedy here. Nice piece of passing, and that attempted putback not happening. And it looks like we have, is it a foul on the floor? And I believe, yep, a foul was called. So with the substitutions for Kennedy, again, Kennedy wearing the orange jerseys, and the West Somerville girls wearing the teal blue. I actually should mention this more for our viewers at home who have just tuned in. Kennedy in orange, West Somerville in the teal blue. We have a 10-10 game, exactly what we expected here at Educational Channel 15. The war is on for the championship, the city championship, 7th and 8th grade girls basketball league. You see some nice defensive work from both teams. And it looked like she could have been called for up and down there. There's Elizabeth McEwen, number 22, driving. And she puts that home. And how about it? She's going to be a freshman next year. And there's another example of some talent right there on the floor. Here's Katie of West. She's driving the lane. It just doesn't fall for her. 12-10 is the score. Kennedy now trying to set things up. Nice pass in the paint there. Not finishing. And do we have, I think she stepped out of bounds, so West Somerville will have possession. And there's the foul being drawn there. And that's something that these girls have to learn. When the opponent's dribbling the ball and how to position your body as she approaches. And we have some more impressive defense here. Looks like, Kennedy in orange is going to have possession. Nice defensive work, intercepting that inbounds pass. And again, right back at you, says Kennedy, and they are able to force the turnover with an interception there. And the shot just rolling off the rim there. That was a three-point attempt. back and forth action. Both teams just need to relax right now. And it looks like we have another foul called. So free throws. 12-10 KNDY. Les Larte there, the coach. Instructions for his player as he's about to make a substitution. Here we go. Rebound KNDY there. So in this 7th and 8th grade league, one of the rules is no press, meaning the team who has possession of the ball in their own end is free to dribble the ball up unchallenged, except for the last 2 minutes of regulation, where each team is allowed to full court press. But for the majority of the game, the first 38 minutes, if you will, because we play 2 20-minute halves, the first 38 minutes, there is a no press rule. So we have a West Somerville possession here in the KNDY end. If KNDY was to defend and get this rebound, and it looks like, no, we have free throws now. So if I'll just give you an example when the time comes here, but free throws, 14-10 KNDY is the score. Another substitution here, and KNDY with possession on the 1-and-1, but you can see now West Somerville cannot press. The team in blue cannot press the team in orange. Once they cross half court with the ball, that's when they start playing defense. So the offensive team has the freedom of dribbling the ball to half court without being challenged, again, for the first 38 minutes of play. Substitutions here again. And what a pass and what a finish. Always nice to see that on the inbounds, a set play where they're fooling the opponent. Nice cut to the hoop, receive the pass, and gently off the backboard and in. We have a 16-12 lead for KNDY as they just scored right back at you. And again, I expect this to be close throughout. And West Somerville will have possession. You could see the official sending the KNDY girls back because they're not allowed to play defense while, again, the offensive team takes the ball up the floor. Once they cross half court again, then it's defense time. And how about that play by Katie a moment ago? Driving the lane, nice set shot, and she scores. (16-14) is the score in this championship game. They call this an instructional league. However, it's always important to state the fact that school versus school here in the city, very competitive. A lot of rivalries. Again, the kids know each other. And they're here to try to win, of course. That's the name of the game. That's the competitive nature of athletics. West Somerville, after the substitutions, will have possession here on the offensive end. They're down a bucket. KNDY now trying to set things up. They want to hold their lead. It's been close throughout, but KNDY has had the lead for most of the first half here. Again, just to acknowledge the crew here, Lenny Scaletta, Bill Trudell, Joe Constantine, Steve DiCarlo. The hard work of these young men representing Educational Channel 15, putting together this broadcast for you. West Somerville with possession here, trying to tie the game. Driving and scoring 16-16. Nice little set play there. Taking the pass, driving the lane, and finishing. You have to like the talent that you're seeing here. If you are a follower of Lady Highlander basketball, if you are a coach, a parent, you have to like what you see here. The future is upon us. 16-16. Here's Katie receiving the pass. She's trying to shake and bake here, driving the lane just off the rim. There's KNDY now. And some more impressive defense by West Somerville. Katie with the shot. That is just off. So KNDY in orange will have possession. And there's the three-pointer with time running out, and it is halftime. So as we start the second half here, we have a 16-16 game. KNDY with possession. And scoring. You can see how they've changed sides now. West Somerville Neighborhood School in the teal blue. They're attacking right to left on your screen. Obviously, KNDY in orange, the opposite. Attacking left to right. Elizabeth McEwen driving. I think she tried to draw a foul there, too, as she was attempting her layup. Some nice defense by KNDY. KNDY with that 2-point lead. West, nice shot and falling. Wow, how impressive is that? Another nice shot, some great form being displayed. We have a timeout on the floor, 18 to 18. Kennedy and West tied. The war is on between these two schools. Kennedy dressed in the orange, very intense, listening to the instructions from their coach. On the other side, you have West Somerville and the girls over there huddled around their coach, Les Larte. Both coaches very verbal. And we're back out on the floor here. At least, yep, here come both teams back out onto the floor, 18 to 18. Kennedy with possession. How is this going to end? The shot just missing there by Elizabeth McEwen, and the attempted rebound and putback was defended well. However, she was fouled. So to the free throw line we go. Second attempt here. Rebound. West Somerville with possession. KNDY driving, shooting, rolling just off the rim. KNDY with possession. KNDY trying to draw the foul there. Elizabeth McEwen catching that pass and putting it in easily. So KNDY now with a 20 to 18 lead, momentarily, if you will, in the driver's seat. So the official here is, resetting the girls for the free throw. The foul was called. Nice rebound for West Somerville, so they'll try again with a possession here. Samira with the shot just off. The attempted putback defended well. And just a war between these two teams. KNDY trying to get the pass away. The shot. Oh, my goodness, what a dagger that was. And that's a three-pointer. So West Somerville now will have the lead 21 to 20. Oh, and what a shot that was. So a KNDY possession after the substitution. We play on. Back and forth action. McEwen off the backboard, rebound, and a whistle, possession to West Somerville. Again, no press is the rule. Once the ball crosses half court, then then the defense can be played. KNDY with the shot. West Somerville retains possession. 21-20. Shoe tie, and now we play on. Inbounds underneath, defended well by KNDY. However, the putback just rolling off. I thought that was falling. The shot by KNDY off the rim, battling for the rebound. And this will be a KNDY possession. KNDY now. They will set things up. Somerville Pride. Girls representing both teams here again. And some nice execution there. And KNDY finishes and scores 22-21. And wow, what a play. And we have lead changes galore here in the first few minutes of the second half. Now 23-22, just like that. KNDY scoring again. And what play. Driving, no foul. KNDY with the rebound. And in the span of about 30 seconds, you've had at least 3 lead changes there. 24-23 right now. KNDY with the 1-point lead. Pass underneath, left wide open there. And the putback after a few missed shots underneath for the folks at home. Just go right back up with it on the rebound. And the offensive end, you get the rebound, you put it right up. If it doesn't fall and you get a rebound again, put it up again. You saw it just happen there. There was KNDY driving the lane. It's 25-24. West Somerville with the lead, and again, another lead change. KNDY now with possession. And the foul called. On the break here, West with some nice passing and the finish. Wow. Great execution there. We are looking at a 3-point lead now for West Somerville, 27-24. Oh, and the steal by KNDY. Can she take her time here? And she does. A gentle kiss off of the box of the backboard and in. It is now a 5-point lead for West Somerville, 29-24. And very intelligently, KNDY calls a timeout. Girls need to relax here a little bit. West Somerville going on a little bit of a run, playing some nice defense and finishing offensively. Have a little discussion here. Let's calm down, girls. We're not going to let them run away with this. This is what we have to do. And the coaches, they always do an excellent job managing the girls for both of these teams, pretty much for all the teams who participate in this league. And this is exactly the right time if you're the coach of KNDY to call a timeout. Let's talk about things here. Let's relax. But this is the biggest lead of this game that one team has had over the other, and I still predict that this is going to go right down to the wire, and I would not expect this 5-point lead to stay. I think it's going to be close right down to the end. Both coaches here in deep discussion. The huddle's very intense. Girls for both teams very coachable, listening intently to the instructions that their coaches are giving them. And that's one of the keys here. Not only do you have some talent coming up to Somerville High School, but you have a group here, a group of girls from these two schools who are very coachable, who learn quickly, they listen. Great kids, very respectful, and the future here is wide open. Here's Katie now. The pass, and defended well by KNDY on the attempted finish there. And the whistle, and it looks like we are going to have a foul called. So from the free throw line to extend the lead, West Somerville here. And that is off the backboard and in. Now a 6-point lead for West Somerville. And she hits both free throws. Score now 31-24 in favor of West Somerville. And we will see if KNDY can fight back here, down 7. Battle for the rebound, KNDY coming out with it. Whistle, and it looks like a foul here. So KNDY from the free throw line. Is Ricardo Bonheim. Ricardo, nice to see you. One of the Highlander coaches, former player out of Winter Hill Community School. And he was a pleasure to have come through the Somerville Public Schools as a student and as an athlete. All-around nice young man, Ricardo. Always nice to see him in the house. You have to like the way KNDY here is trying to cut this lead. They're grabbing rebounds. They're being extra aggressive on the ball. And they will draw another foul. They're trying to win the loose balls every time. The inbounds. Moving the ball around nicely. However, the ball slipping out of the hands. And how about the defense there? But a foul is called. So West now with possession. And you can see KNDY really stepping up here defensively. They are not happy that they let this game get away from them a little bit. They're down 7. We have a boatload of time left here, so no need to panic, and they're certainly not going to panic, but they are going to be extra aggressive here to try to fight back and get into this game again. On the long pass there. Nice hustle, keeping it in play. And possession for West Somerville here. Wasn't sure if the ball kind of deflected off one of the West Somerville girls' hands. Now West Somerville with possession. They would like to extend this lead. Shot just missing on the out of bounds. West will retain possession. Kennedy now, the inbounds. They haven't scored in several minutes, so they are dying to score here. Let's see if they can execute. And drawing the foul right there. Now the inbound, see if they have a set play here. Again, they need to score. Inbounds, the shot just off, the rebound. Oh, just off again. And again, you can see Kennedy battling for the loose ball. They still have possession. You see the quick passes. And we have a whistle here. It looks like Kennedy will have possession. Oh, nice toss on the inbounds. There's a set play, and she finishes. So now the lead cut to 5, 31-26, and that's the first time Kennedy has scored in a while. We'll see if this jump starts them now. Oh, what a shot right there. The pass and the finish. So the lead back to 7, 33-26. Driving, and that is deflected out of bounds. I think Kennedy's going to have possession here. In the closing minutes of regulation, can they make a comeback? And what a play there. Wow, McEwen, number 22. Elizabeth McEwen, remember that name. So the lead's back to 5. 33-28 is the score. Long outside shot there. Ill-advisable, I think, at that point to shoot from that range. And this gives Kennedy the opportunity now to try to score again and cut the lead to 2 or 3. Nice bit of defensive work there, intercepting the pass. So now West. And, of course, they turn the ball over. Kennedy granted a reprieve here after forcing a turnover, then immediately turning the ball back over. They will have possession. Elizabeth McEwen, she will shoot off the dribble. And did she draw the foul? I believe she did. So if she can hit these free throws, you have Kennedy right back in this game. Don't go away, folks. That first shot, a little short off the rim. And the second one bouncing in and out. The battle for the rebound. Kennedy gets it. The shot from three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Elizabeth McEwen. So the score now 33-31, and there's your comeback right there. Don't go away, folks. Just amazing as we are ticking down here. How exciting is this? Right down to the end of regulation here. West Somerville with possession. The drive just off. Kennedy with possession. They need to score. Don't get trapped in the corner. McEwen again. She shoots. Rebound. West Somerville. If they score here, they could ice the game with time running out. The drive. Oh, and what a play. What a drive. West Somerville up by 4 points now, 35-31. KNDY right back down the floor. The pass. The foul is drawn. Huge free throws coming right now. But how about that drive and score? Just amazing. First free throw. Wow. Wow. What pressure. You know you need to score. You're down by 4. See if she can hit both free throws. 1 out of 2 there, so it's a 3-point game, 35-32. This is KNDY now. She's driving the lane. And did she draw the foul? She will go to the line. Can she hit these? Right down to the end here. Just as I suspected. That free throw, a little bit much on there. See if she can adjust now. And that kind of rolling off the rim. The battle for possession, whistle, jump ball goes to West Somerville. Inbounds the shot a little long. Rebound, West Somerville. They'll set things up with the clock ticking up by 3. Trying to win the championship is West. And the foul is drawn. Free throw, just a little bit off there. She looked like she had a little bit too much movement there on her mechanics of the first free throw. That just a little long on the rim. And West Somerville gets the rebound, kind of a lucky rebound there. So with a 3-point lead, they are feeling good. The ball falling their way. We'll see if KNDY now can defend. And there's another foul, reaching foul to give anyway. So from the free throw line, can she ice this game? West Somerville up 3. And the rebound. The 1-and-1 missed shot. KNDY on the run. Shot, rebound. And we have a foul. So from the line, these free throws are vital right now. She needs to hit at least one of them. First attempt right in there, swish. Can she hit both? Now it's a 3-point game, 1 possession. And that falling, my goodness, 35-33. 2-point game. West Somerville, KNDY, and would you have it any other way, folks? Some nice defensive work there. Was there a foul called? KNDY on the floor. Looks like she's okay. So to the free throw line, drawing that foul. KNDY will have the opportunity. And the rebound for West after the shot. KNDY with possession after the out of bounds. Time running out. Noisy field house here at Somerville High School. People on their feet in the final seconds here, and we do have a foul called. Frank Beebe now readying, settling everything down for the free throws. A little long there. Again, you can see some of the very excited crowd here in this championship game. And she hits. Wow. And we have a tie game. Amazing. 35-35. We will have a 3-minute overtime period. The excited crowd here at the Eugene Brune Fieldhouse. And really, would you have it any other way? Right down to the wire in regulation. We have overtime now. How exciting is this? I think we at Educational Channel 15 kind of predicted this right down to the wire. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw overtime, and look where we are. So we are going to get ready for the championship here. We are in overtime. We play on. Immediately there's a turnover, so Kennedy and Orange will have possession. Again, Kennedy in the orange jerseys, West Somerville in the teal blue. We'll have a timeout on the floor. And again, just how exciting is this? Overtime. Intense conferences going on, especially on the left side of your screen, West Somerville, listening to their coaches. Kennedy girls getting a little bit of a water break here, a little hydration before they get back into their huddle. But oh, so competitive. What's going to happen here is in the end, you're going to see one team in ecstasy, the joy of being the city champions, and of course the other team, whoever that is, who comes out on the short end. You might see some tears, but you have to appreciate the efforts of these girls from both teams. Both teams to be congratulated. Great sports all around. And the future, again, for Lady Highlander basketball on display here in this championship game. So now we're getting ready. The overtime. And here we go. Right off the bat, Kennedy with possession. Rebound, West Somerville. And on the turnover there, Kennedy will have possession. They've been going back and forth here all afternoon for 40 minutes, now in overtime. McEwen driving off the backboard, rebound, and the putback. Kennedy with the lead, 37-35. Elizabeth McEwen. West Somerville now. Setting things up. Three-point attempt off the rim. Trying to follow her shot there. Kennedy now with possession. Driving the lane. Kennedy looking to extend the lead. However, some nice defensive work for West here in the blue jerseys. Driving the lane and drawing the foul. Obviously, every time you go to the free throw line, it is huge. Everyone in the place here watching this overtime, this war, this battle between these two teams, Kennedy and West Somerville. And how about that? Off the backboard and in. And you can see the ability of these girls, many of them, to hit shots, to make free throws under pressure. Overtime in a championship game. You saw down the end free throws being hit for Kennedy while they were down on the scoreboard in the closing seconds. So the score now, 37-36. Kennedy with the 1-point lead here in overtime. Possession, West Somerville. And that pass, a nice pass from Katie, and then with the putback, drawing the foul. So from the free throw line, and again, hitting free throws in overtime, huge. Can she hit both? 1 out of 2. Battle for the rebound, jump ball, possession to West in a tie game in overtime. 37-37. Shot off of the rim. Battle for possession here. Loose ball. And I believe Kennedy will have possession now on the loose ball. Jump ball. Lenny Scaletta, Bill Trudell on camera, just to acknowledge again these two guys doing a great job. Joe Constantine, our director, and our executive in charge, Mr. Steve DiCarlo, Educational Channel 15, proud to bring you the championship, the 7th and 8th grade girls championship. And it has been exactly as we thought it would go again, a war. An absolute war, going right down to the end in regulation, and then obviously in overtime we have a tie score from the free throw line. Again, hitting free throws under pressure, 38-37. And will she ice the championship for her school, hitting both free throws? Wow, 39-37. West with the lead. Needing the score here is Kennedy. Again, we acknowledge both schools, what great sports they are, some great players, and how about that? What execution. What execution. Rebound, putting the ball right back up, hitting the shot, the talent on the floor. What potential we have here, and how about that? Turnaround shot right back at you. We have some basketball players here in Somerville. We have a lot of talent here. Back and forth, hitting shots, 40. Excuse me. Just Frank Beebe here, shoring things up. I was just going to say 41-39. West Somerville with a 2-point lead over Kennedy. And now, again, to acknowledge the officials, what a great job they've done managing this game. Not so easy being a referee. And they have done a magnificent job. So we have a foul and free throws. Again, we've been seeing these girls under pressure hitting free throws. And that a little bit long on that attempt. Second free throw falling. 41-40. Clock ticking here. West with possession. Some nice defense by Kennedy. And do we call a timeout here with the clock ticking? Driving. Some nice defense again. The shot, Elizabeth McEwen, that is just off the rim. West with possession. Katie. Oh, my goodness, her layup just missed. Again, another battle clock ticking. Do you call a timeout here? And that will do it. Time runs out. West Somerville, the champions of the city. Oh, my goodness. What a game. What a championship. Amazing all around. If you are Kennedy School, head up, girls. Terrific job. Terrific, terrific game. West Somerville girls, congratulations to you. Just a great game, a great performance all around. You can see the girls very familiar with each other. Right down to the end in regulation, a tie. We go into overtime, and right down to the last second of overtime. And would you have it any other way? Two great teams, two great groups of girls. But what we can do here is we can call them one group of girls, because these two groups together are going to be your team at Somerville High School. Again, a lot of talent. You saw it on display today. The passing, the shooting, the eye for the game, hitting shots under pressure, including free throws. The future of Lady Highlander basketball is upon us. Congratulations to the champions, West Somerville, Bill Trudell, Lenny Scaletta, Joe Constantine, Steve DiCarlo. My name is Tim Cronin. You are seeing the champions here, and we thank you for viewing. What an afternoon this is.